Hey there, Zonfire here, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'm actually doing a post commentary for this one. I wasn't able to, like, I was having an issue with the headset, so I ended up doing this whole run without anything. So I was checking in the menu there to see what's going to be the closest actual shop, and I didn't see one that's exceptionally close, so I went ahead and took some heavy damage for some good amount of money. And I'm going to be playing this one a little bit defensively, making sure I take as much care as I can to avoid damage until I can heal up at least. So, playing the Survivor, discarding that, playing that, and then boom. And now I can just go ahead and finish it off, call it good. Now, I always debate what I want to get, but I do like getting Poison Dagger because it's just an improved strike. So that's just giving extra damage over time. They're not attacking, so just full out attack. And then we'll see, and then draw into being able to just take them out. Poison Potion, always nice. And I think I was hedging my bets on whether I would get a Shiv deck or a Poison deck. And here it looks like, just at this point, it looks like, okay, I got the stuff for Poison deck, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that, get the Catalyst, and get the Poison. Just get a nice set of a Poison deck just ready and going. Now here I'm debating, it's like, do I want to go up to that elite? And I'm like, I need to play cautious, so I'm just like taking a little bit of a break, and now I'm back to full health in time for that. And it's of course the artifact enemies, because when you have that, but luckily enough, that artifact I got automatically applies, I believe, 1 week to each enemy. So that let me go ahead and get some poison going. Now I'm like, okay, let's go ahead, throw poison. I'd hate to use it so early, but I had to. Oh wait, no, did I change my mind? Yeah, I changed my mind. Because like, I was very tempted to just use it and try to get that guy taken out as much. Because if you notice their pattern, they attack, daze, attack, daze, attack. Each one does. And since there's 3 of them, 2 of them are on the same attack for turn. So now I just have to block 10 a turn. And that keeps it to where I'm going to be preventing myself. It's easier to prevent damage from going on. So now I drew a bunch of dazes, so just play that, and let's go ahead do that. Do that quality commentary. But play the lay dance and then attack with the 2 shivs, blocking as much damage as I can while getting rid of some dazes. Now it's down to 1, so that's nice. And just blocking most of the damage. Now we're going to go ahead, it's an off turn, so go ahead and do full out attack. It's like, do I have enough to finish? I only have 1 defense, so I'm going to go ahead and block as much as I can. Okay, so again, just going for the poison strikes because it just adds poison damage at the same time as just letting me do a strike. And then elites get 25% less health, so I'm like, let's go ahead, go for it. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. They're going to take that poison damage, so they're going to wake up regardless. So I went ahead and just did a full-out attack because he's stunned. Now, unfortunately, I didn't draw many defense cards, so it's just go all out as I can on attacking. Add that little bit of extra poison, weaken him up, and then finish him off with that Catalyst combo with the strike to get that lower damage. Now we're going to go ahead and get Noxious Fumes. Adding consistent poison is gold, especially if you have Catalyst in the deck. Now unfortunately you can only use Catalyst once a turn. That's why I'm always as reluctant to use it as possible. Unless I know it's... Oh, looky there. There is another Catalyst. And again, I'm just doing this post-commentary, so... and this was recorded like a week ago, and I didn't do the stuff immediately. So we're going to go ahead, stab, 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 stab. And that looks like it's enough poison damage to kill them already, so I just end it and finish the battle. So again, this deck's doing alright. And Deadly Poison, that adds more poison, but the strike does some physical damage as well as adds a bit of poison. So I weaken him first so I can try to defend as much damage as I can. I mean, I could fully defend, but I also need to kill him fast in order to get away or get my money back. So that's also the reason why I think I avoided playing the Noxious Fumes. Oh no, I did play the Noxious Fumes. So I was hedging my bets on not getting the Catalyst again before. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I blocked all the damage, but he's pretty much dead at this point, and I went ahead and killed him, mercy killing. Okay, and here I grabbed the Deflect because it's a zero-cost defense card. Nothing wrong with that. I know Slice is also a zero-cost attack card, but I'm trying to get it to where I'm getting my poison cards more. So at any opportunity I get, I'm going to remove strikes from the deck. So I don't want to add Slice because while it's free, it's also clutters up the deck where I'm going to try to minimize it. And I just need as much defense as possible. So I did some good damage. Now we're going to go ahead. I'm pretty sure Poison Stab, and Noxious Fumes. Oh no, I went with the Catalyst. I think I can see why I would do that, because it's like I needed to aggro as much, I need to aggro him as much possible. I need to do as much damage. I took 2 damage from the burn, which is unfortunate, but the status things caused trouble. So, stab, stab, neutralize to weaken that attack. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that 4 damage while, and then at the end of my next turn, he's going to die. And I'm just a jerk and decided that I wanted to do overkill. I don't know why I bothered Noxious Fuming. But I think that was, his name is the Hexaghost, so not bad. After Image gives me a bonus defense, so that's nice. But I didn't get anything because that all relies on playing a bunch of cards each turn, and I'm only playing 3 or 4. And here I'm debating on what I want to do. And the kite limits how many cards you can play a turn. But I'm only playing, again, 3 or 4. So I'm not likely to run into that. Now if I end up getting a bunch of Shiv cards after this, or after that, then that would kind of screw it up. So I'm probably not going to pick up any more Shivs. Oh, when did I get the bag of preparation? So, I'm just trying to defend as much damage as possible, get that catalyst early. Now, since I think I so far have picked up 3. So I'm going to continue to focus on that. And it's doing pretty well, like you can see how aggro. Now the problem with discarding 2 each turn is at a certain point you start having some trouble on keeping up with that. But so that may have not been the best move. And another poison stab. Because again, that's just an improved strike. Now I'm like, I keep on looking at those artifacts, but first we're going to go ahead and remove. I think I'm going to end up. Oh yeah, I've removed the blades because again, I'm not trying to play a lot of cards a turn. I'm pretty sure I buy the footworks because that just makes it to where I have better defense, and once I play it, it's out of the deck, so it's out of the way. Now he has a lot of artifacts and barricade, so this is a little bit of a tough fight. So I think I discard a defense. I discard 2 defenses because he's not going to attack this turn. So go ahead, immediate noxious fumes, because that'll knock out those artifacts. I'm like, okay, now all his artifacts are gone, and I'm like, may as well stab him multiple times. Okay, so we're going to discard. I think it's going to end up being Catalyst. Yeah, Catalyst. And then I think, yep. So we're getting some poison on him, and then defending for as much as possible. This fight can be a little brutal for poison builds. So I'm going to go ahead first, discard probably the strike. Ooh, defend. That's an interesting choice. I don't remember why I chose that. And go ahead, just like I said, get it out of the deck. Okay, I think this is game after it, so I'm going to discard those so I can just add an extra poison or just in my turn, since it looks like it is in fact game. I think I was double checking, and I like to add extra just in case. Okay, it doesn't look like, I mean, Bane's nice and all. Oh, 75 to get rid of a card. Let's do it. And I think I go with the strike. Like I said, at this point, since I have so many poison stabs, which does the damage of a strike and adds poison, I tend to like to not deal with those. And it's so early, the catalysts don't do much, so I went ahead and discarded that. Dexterity early, so I get extra defense. Deal 10 damage to each. Try to and increase the strengths before I start actually doing damage. And it's like, of course, gotta kill the medic. That guy can heal them, needs to die as soon as possible. I have to discard 2. I think I discard, yeah. Got rid of that. Enemy. And now took 5 damage, but I paid off to keep myself from going too hard. Or having the battle go too hard. I'm taking some heavy damage. I don't like it, but hey. I'm going to discard a couple, I think, of the poison daggers. Or is there a way? Oh wait, I think I can just finish them with these. Okay, yeah. An energy potion, which is nice. And instead of getting deadly poison, which does synergize well with the deck, I wanted some more defense because I'm taking a lot of damage. Again, I'm discarding the catalysts, which is unfortunate that I keep on drawing them all on the first turn. But go ahead, weaken them, block as much damage as possible, add some poison, and stab him again because, well, if he's gonna stab me, fuck him. So at this point I'm like, okay, discard one strike, a little bit of both, so I can, because I do need to add damage, and by playing the dexterity, that adds as much healing as I could get with that while still dealing damage. So again, at this point it's going to cycle through poison stabs and then block as much as I can. So get rid of the wound. No benefit to keeping the wound in my hand. Dazes, it does benefit because it removes it after if you keep it in your hand. But at this point I'm like, okay, we need to massively add poison. And now he's going to die next turn, but I am down to like 18 health. So it isn't ideal. But we managed to finish it. Now we have Snecko Skull. Whenever you deal unblocked damage, it adds 1 poison whenever you deal poison damage. Or you add poison. Which is nice. Now at this point, I have to pick, and I'm like, okay, I need to avoid the elite because of my health level at the moment. And then there's this fight that seems a little tough, so I'm like, stab and poison. Because I already start out with some extra poison now, so. Now I'm sitting here, I'm looking at 10 damage. So I'll go ahead and block that all, draw a card, and then I get a discard. Discard the defend because I'm already blocking for max. May as well add a little bit of extra, nothing being harmed by doing that. Go ahead adding all that, and I think, yeah, go ahead just play that to get rid of him. He's done because he does scale up. Now I'm going to discard the defend and neutralize because I'm going to go ahead stab, stab, and big acid blast. Now at this point I got a discard, so I think I'm going to discard defensive cards, keep the free deflect. And he's going to die this turn, so I'm just discarding and just playing attacks and managed to finish him off even without the poison. And I believe that over there is another catalyst, which this is fun. I like it. Now I can either take a curse or lose some HP. I'm going to take the curse. And here's another fight whose attack power varies based off of how many times you hit him, as well as he gets defense after each attack. He gets more defense the more you attack him in the turn. So I go ahead and do again an early catalyst, but at this point I'm starting out with a decent amount of poison. Now we're going to go ahead and do that. And just stack all that catalyst. Catalyst is the catalyst of this deck. Now I'm like, okay, time to heal. And this fight again, which is a little bit of a tough fight, but it's not unbeatable. So I'm going to start with prepared. Get rid of the curse. Not going to deal with that. Play the power, get it out of the deck early, and you benefit from it the whole time. I think I'm doing math to figure out what I need to do. I decided not to go with Catalyst quite yet because I wouldn't be able to take him out even with it, I believe. So now I believe I discard the strike and the one defend. Oh no, I'm keeping the... I'm getting rid of the Catalyst. That's an interesting choice. Maybe even with the Catalyst it would not have been enough damage to kill him, so... No one's attacking, so no defensive cards. And let's go ahead, throw in those poison effects to try to get it done. I believe he's going to heal again, yep. This time I'm pretty sure I keep the Catalyst. I think... questionable. There we go. I mean, it'd be nice to weaken his attack, but I'm pretty sure I'm going for the finish him off. So, just maximize that damage, and take his... block some of it at least. So, getting rid of the curse at every opportunity. That's why it's nice to be able to discard at the beginning of each turn. If you can get that thing with a curse build deck, that would be very interesting. And now, just make sure he's dead. Again, just adding some more defense, hoping for the best. So unfortunately he has Artifact. And so that negates a lot of my early damage. Personally, I think I probably... looking back on it, I probably should have discarded the Catalysts. But I go ahead and start an early region so I can start trying to recover. And I'm just going to attack him full out. Don't have enough poison on him yet, so going to go ahead and get rid of that. Weaken it to where he's not taking as much damage. They take the noxious fumes and the defend, so it's unfortunate. So I get rid of the two defends because I have the option to draw and then discard. Again, keeping the one with the poison instead. Now he's about to do some massive damage, so I'm trying to add as much damage as possible, but unfortunately this combination of this enemy is a very tough one, at least for the builds that I tend to go for. And he's charging up, I believe, for his next attack. So he's about to do 51 damage. And I remember whenever I was playing this, I just stared at that and I'm like, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, I discarded Deflect, but I needed something heavier, so I'm like, do a little bit, and that's it. I died. Now I'm sorry if this seems weird, but on this video, but I went ahead and gave it a shot with the post commentary. But if you liked it, leave a comment, like it, subscribe. If you don't like it, tell me in the comments where I went wrong. Probably not keeping my headset in good condition. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. Bye-bye.